Legend of Total War here, and today we've got a saving a disaster battle slash situation, playing as the Arachnophobia Conclave. We've got Mannfred von Carstein here with an army that's, I don't know, it's an army. And he's got Lightning Strike, we're the attacker here, and dealing with the Dwellers of Zardoz. They got loads of Arachnarok spiders, and in the second army, they got even more Arachnarok spiders. Now this army here is on Force March, so I reckon this one is the easy one to deal with. And then there's another one to deal with right afterwards that's not on Force March. So let's hope we've still got an army left after dealing with this. However, I've got a little bit of a plan. But the first thing I want to do here is just read out the email. The guy says, "Hey Legend, hope you find this interesting. I was distracted with various wars in the Southlands, and this rogue faction got very powerful. I really have no good way to deal with all the large monsters. Any ranged units I have are on another front. Thanks for considering this." Okay. So he's looking at this in terms of stats, in terms of like what does he have in his army that's anti-large to deal with them. He's right, he doesn't have anything that's anti-large, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have any tools. He's actually forgetting one of the biggest vampire count tools in their arsenal, and that's Mannfred. No, I'm just kidding. Well, Mannfred will definitely help, but he's also a tool. But if we have a look here, their leadership is not particularly good. So vampire counts are particularly good at dropping down leadership. Now, unfortunately, he doesn't have Doom and Darkness on Mannfred. But we've got this banner here, which I'm actually going to take off him and put it onto this Vargulf here, because I think this is the one I'm going to need to use for causing routes. But yeah, with only about 60 leadership on the Arachnarok spiders, the way that we can beat them is by getting them off the battlefield. Anyway, let's have a look here. Everything's on max battle difficulty. Let's jump in here and see what we can do. Now, lightning striking will mean that our forces will be tired, which means their combat stats are going to be lowered. But it'll also provide a penalty to the enemy of an additional -5 leadership. So I reckon that routing them is the way to go. Now the thing is, there are various things that you can do to rout the enemy, and most people don't really rely that much on routing things like monsters, because typically it's not going to happen, right? So they got 67 leadership because the difficulty modifier added a bunch extra. So there's usually with vampire counts something that's dropping down their leadership a fair bit. But yeah, with that kind of leadership, I reckon it's possible for us to drop them off the battlefield. Now, the thing is here, they cause fear and terror, which means they're immune to fear and terror, so no one's going to be using any fear effects. And like I said, he doesn't have Doom and Darkness, which would have been really handy, but just don't have it. Especially considering you can use Master of the Black Arcs to boost it by 60%. But what we want to do here is get our infantry and be tight, because they don't really have any area of effect damage. Fairly tight, blobby stuff. They've got this guy here, but I'm just going to try to snipe him. Killing the Lord will drop their leadership down to 57. When you drop down below around 60 leadership, it actually doesn't take all that much to cause them to rout. They're not going to fight to the death if we can manage that. And of course, they don't have any flying units. They've got some missile units, whatever. But we've got Spirit Leech, so it really shouldn't be that difficult for us to get rid of him. Now, as for our large units, obviously they're quite vulnerable to Arachnarok spiders, so we need to make sure they're protected by staying in the rear here. We don't want to bring them in until we're ready to rout the enemy forces. Just keep them just behind them like this. But you want to keep them all together, because this will mean that our leadership will stay intact. And then the next thing that we want to try to do is make sure that the Arachnarok spiders come over towards us as few at a time. Now, staying close to the edge of the map means that we can get them off the battlefield as quickly as possible. Don't forget, they're on Force March, so if we just get them off the battlefield, they die. As good as dead. Now, of course, still gonna deal with the other battle, but let's just get through this one here first. Let's try to get through this battle here without getting our entire army fucking destroyed, and then maybe we'll stand a chance against the next one. Also, because they're on Force March, they suffer another leadership penalty from fatigue. So there's another 16%. I said 9 before. So yeah, unprepared for lightning strike. The Lord near... Okay, so if we get rid of this Lord, we're going to take off quite a bit of leadership off them. Now, another thing is that they've got these forest goblin spider bitches, which they're going to be a bit of a nuisance. But if we just pop down zombies, they might waste a lot of their ammunition trying to bog them down, trying to shoot at them. Maybe we can get some damage. And if we could bog down a bunch of Arachnarok spiders, not all of them, just some of them, so that only a couple go over here. Because if only one or two head over there, they'll be suffering a penalty called faster, stronger enemies nearby. And that's worth up to 26. That could be enough to just get them off the battlefield, even at near full strength. Especially if you are fucking dead. Okay, I don't think Mannfred has to worry too much about getting shot. So, use the dragon breaths and just get rid of some of these. Okay, so they're drawing in all of this. We're not doing much damage to them. Obviously, actually that could be a mistake to land. The thing is with zombie summons, they last just for a really long time. Another thing is that it's going to make them more tired while fighting out here. Yes, a huge amount. Yeah, if only one of them gets over there, they get attacked in the flank, they'll suffer an additional leadership penalty. What we're trying to do here is just stack on them leadership penalties. Not here specifically, but when the fight does end up happening over here. Actually, some of our units are hidden. I didn't really want that. But yeah, we have to make sure this guy here is dead before any of the Arachnophobia spiders get over there. Not too worried about whether or not these breath attacks are doing a ton of damage. If they, honestly, if they kill even just one entity, it's whatever, it's fine. So yeah, we're definitely not going to kill them all doing it this way, but it is wearing them out. Another thing is that if we can get rid of all of this trash here first, because that's easy, then we might just be able to army loss the Arachnophobia spiders quite quickly. Got a good amount of winds of magic in reserve, so it'd be good if we had an opportunity after the battle to heal our army, so we're at full strength if possible. Now, of course, we've got this one over here. It's not huge, -4, it's better than nothing. I would like to... Actually, yeah, all the Arachnophobia are kind of busy, so... This will just save on winds of magic. If we could kill him in melee. Of course, they don't freaking target very well. Yeah, zombies are really good at keeping them distracted. Okay, good. Enemy lord dead. And look at that, we've dropped it down to 24 and they're not even over here yet. In fact, these forest goblin spider bitches, they're so low in leadership, if we just keep routing them, they're eventually going to shatter because they can... Hang on. They can only rout 3 times. So they're coming over here. The Mortis engine should be healing them a little bit. Don't charge at them. Stay put right over there. Because, like, what are they going to do? Nothing. As Mannfred just keeps casting some cheap-ass spells here, they'll get a little bit of healing here and there. Okay, I did want one Arachnophobia spider to be going over there, and they all stay behind here. Still, that leadership does not look good for them. Still, none of them routed. Okay, got an idea. Another zombie summon. Keep these here busy while I hit the rear of this one. Then again, they just came over here. So yeah, as you can see, they're not doing anything. Because yeah, the Mortis engine does have a heal effect. In an area that just... While you're blobbed up, they're like kind of evenly spreading out the damage across all of them. And this one here is just healing them all, so they're just doing no damage. Good, just get them off the battlefield. Mortals quail. Obviously, we barely done any damage to the Arachnophobia. But like I said, we don't have to damage them, we have to rout them. Would be better for our loot money and experience if we did kill them, but let's... I think I couldn't even win the battle, so let's focus on getting the win before we worry about loot. Okay, I would like to try to get as much magic together as possible so that when we're healing, we've actually got enough to do so. Okay, summons are running out now. Only got 2 of them left.
All life must attend me.
Going into melee with the Sword of Unholy Power will help to give us a bit of extra magic.
Hearken to my will.
So far, I think the battle's gone very well. It's just a matter of how are we going to go about routing these Arachnophobia spiders.
Swift as death's wing.
Really want to try to keep them separated. Like that one, they're separate, but I want that one to come over here and these ones to get bogged down. It's the opposite of what we want here.
Thou hast fallen.
They're dedicating all of their Arachnophobia to fight one zombie.
I hunger.
See, all these ones coming in over here, they just rout pretty much straight away. This one's getting focused, fired upon, so they move it into the back. Okay, 2 of them bogged down over here. 4 are heading over this way. I've only got 1 more summon left I can use.
Swift as death's wings. Mannfred von Caster.
Because, yeah, the thing is with the Arachnophobia spiders, they are very good anti-large fighters. So I don't really want to get into a fight with them.
Preternatural. Swift as death's wings.
At least not in the one-on-one. Okay, this one here is ahead of the rest of them. I'm going to pop the last one here. Now, if you're wondering why not use skeletons, skeletons, zombies, none of them are going to do any damage to them. But by doing this way, no miscast chance. And I think that the zombie summon actually lasts longer than the skeletons.
Power me.
Okay, that's it. Just got 1 Arachnophobia going over here. That's it. Let's keep them all busy. That's actually working really well. Okay. And I reckon we can route this really quite easily. Okay, so much so that we should come at it now before these guys get a bit of a chance to finish off our zombies and get over here. This one's isolated, go for it. Don't worry about the other riders. Try to do some flanking maneuvers if we can. Can't fucking wait.
These lands are mine.
And surround it. Oh, Mannfred, get in there. Good. Look at this. Nearly full health and routing it. Melee contact minus 38. God. It's going all over the place with his leadership. You got to get it into the negative for like a couple of seconds in order to properly route it. Keep this away from them. We got this one nice and isolated. Send the infantry against them because they're not good against infantry. You get in over here. Make sure we get that leadership banner debuffing them.
Mortis engine, with haste.
Good. Good. Okay, forget about that one now. It'll just leave the battlefield. I hope it will. So these ones over here, they're getting scared. That's what we want to see because of just loads of modifiers. We also use Curse of Years because if it weakens them, they'll be losing in combat and then they'll suffer a leadership penalty. Actually, if I had this down, that would debuff them further. But that itself doesn't actually provide a leadership debuff. Yeah, see that faster, stronger enemies nearby? That's what we were counting on. Good, it left the battlefield, get over here. Good, routed it, good. As long as we keep units nearby, because they're not terror routed, they can't be terror routed, they're not going to rally. So that's 3 of them routed without them really doing anything to us. Okay, let's start focusing on some healing here. We want to keep our army in good shape. This happens all the time now, I find. Routed unit and it just doesn't actually properly leave.
Swift as death's wings.
This one over here is about to rout. Okay, let's pop down the Curse of Years. Again. Try to get around the back of them so that we're properly flanking them. Also, the fact that these other ones here are broken are going to cause... Look at this. They're full strength. This is on max battle difficulty, and they're running away. Like I said, we were never going to beat them in melee, so we terrified them off the battlefield. Look at that. I didn't kill a single one of them. In fact, I barely even scratched them. But obviously we'll try to run them down. Well, the only point of running them down now would just be for loot money. That's it. Alright, our army's in good shape, so that's good. Hopefully there's enough time to heal. I think there is, because... This one just needs to recover 1, that recovers 3. Many of these just need to recover a handful, and that other ability... What's it called? Curse of Undeath. That's going to heal a couple of them. Man, wouldn't it be great if we just kill one of them? I got to keep Mannfred close by, or else I'm not going to be able to properly heal. Okay, do this one next. Okay, I think I just have 1 or 2 more entities left to deal with. Actually. Just pop that down just so we're activating Curse of Years. Healed the wrong one, but it's okay. Come on, just one more. Before it leaves the battlefield. Can't cast... Actually, I can cast this. Go. Casting Wind of Death to heal just 1 entity. Okay, good. Because they were about to leave. I had time to do this, but we had plenty of magic. So it's all good. Alright, just double checking. Yep, looks all good. So yeah, I actually barely killed any of them. But we just used our leadership debuffs to beat them. Now the thing is, if we had Doom and Darkness, that would have been even easier. Now, he didn't level him up that way, and we've still got another army to deal with, and I guess he could always just respec him if that's not what he wants. Take the Dark Magic, we don't need to heal. Now, the thing is here, we don't need to lightning strike this other one, but maybe we should, because even though we're not denying any reinforcements, that leadership debuff is going to come in handy. Now, these ones here aren't on force march, so they're not going to be tired at the beginning of the battle. What are some other things going on? So they've got this guy over here. He could probably force march to assist. Barely. Let me just see. Yeah, sometimes you get a, maybe he'd make it, maybe not. But another thing that we could do, because we're in this region here, if we recruit a new lord, just temporarily, it just has to be like more than rank 1, basically. So let's grab this guy, and then put a point into this. Enemy leadership -4, enemy armies in the local province. So he doesn't even need to be there. We've just debuffed these guys a little bit. So if I had done that first, that would have been handy. But I didn't, I was the one that made that initial attack, and I didn't know how much movement we had left. Recruiting another lord over here, I don't know. So this guy here has got it. Do you have any like followers that could potentially give us extra leadership debuffs? The vampire accounts and the wood elves are especially good with this kind of stuff. Just seeing if there's a leadership debuff follower. I don't know if there is, because I don't play a hell of a lot of vampire accounts these days. No, I don't. Maybe there is, but I just don't have it. Okay. So you haven't even got him fully equipped with stuff either. Alright, so... Yep. Okay, so we don't need a set bonus. We're not... Oh, I got the Chalice of Malfure. Right. So that is providing a hell of a lot of healing. I didn't realize that. I could have seen in the previous battle. Good to note. What else is there? So talismans... You have no talismans? No, you do. Just no green ones or blue ones. Luckstone, Dragon, Bane Gem, or Obsidian Trinket. I guess we'll go with Luckstone. Jeez. Other Trickster Shard. Looking for something that might cause leadership debuffs on the enemy. I guess that would be alright. It's not going to cause leadership debuffs, but let's see what else there is. No, nothing in here is causing leadership debuffs. Well, it is what it is. Okay. Well, that'll make him a little bit stronger anyway. But yeah, this is a tougher opponent, so we may want to raise it there because we didn't actually have a full stack to begin with. I reckon getting the Corpse Cart Unholy Lodestone would be good because its healing effect will stack with the Mortis Engine effect from this one here because different types of healing. So that'll ensure that we take damage a bit slower. But also, having a Corpse Cart will get the Vigor Mortis so that it keeps our guys relatively fresh. Although if we Lightning Strike, it's not going to work at all. And then the extra melee defense and melee attack will help. So let's grab one of those. And what else? Some anti-large here. But I'll just go with the cheap shit, to be honest. Because his finances is not fantastic. And since we're relying on leadership, we don't have enough experience to get Doom and Darkness. I'm pretty sure it would have been like 1 point. Yeah. Wouldn't have needed to put 2 points into it. 1 would have been enough. Leadership debuff 16. That's a big deal, especially when their leadership's already that shit. Anyway, we dropped them down a little bit with this one. I can't recruit another Lord here, so just get rid of him afterwards. Yeah, drop them down. And still going to be a close defeat in auto resolve. It doesn't really matter who we put that on. And let's see here. So they're at 53. I reckon we'll lightning strike them anyway, because when they're, like, if their leadership is around 50, that's 10% of their leadership knocked off with this. Yes, it's going to make us tired, but these guys here, they might run off the battlefield even quicker than the other ones if we play our hand right here. Because I could probably get them tired, especially these War Hydras as well, because they're quite dangerous with the Fiery Breath. If we can get them tired by fighting zombies, it could be very easy to get these ones here off the battlefield. Thing is, though, we win here, we don't automatically wipe them out. But if we win here, then surely we can win again. That's another thing as well. If we kill the Lord in this battle, then I can't kill him in the next one. But I think it matters more that we kill him in this one than in the next one. Okay, so... Oh, okay, this is interesting. It's quite tight, but if you can fit your shit in this tight spot in here, it's not so much so that we blob up, but it's so that their forces come in through here, and when they rout, they just immediately leave the battlefield. But it's going to be tight getting them in there. Let's just... Don't worry about it right now, getting them into a tight formation, because it's going to be a pain. I'm going to reorganize them anyway. Okay. Alright, starting with the infantry since they're the slowest. Oh god, difficult to path them in there. Yeah, really hard to get them in there. But it's possible. Okay, that's a shit formation, but I have to do it. Also, that barrier comes in handy against them. Alright, start popping this down. Because, yeah, we need them to fight some zombies for a bit so we can, for one thing, buy some time while we're trying to organize this. Well, I haven't heard this music in a while. It's the Warhammer 1 and 2 Chaos soundtrack. Yeah, look, honestly, if they want to go all the way over there, that's fine by me. Okay, single entities, they'll fit in here a lot better. Okay. Alright, pin down a few of them, but the rest of them we gotta go sort that out. We also need to focus on killing this lord. Why didn't you go do what I told you to do? Oh, because... Because it wasn't in the minds. Never mind, it's all good. So if we have a look here, it's tiring them out just ever so slightly.
Swift as death's wings.
Another thing is it's going to make them pathfind really badly. The really important thing here is that we don't have them all come at us at once, because it's going to make it harder to inflict leadership penalties on them. We have to try to pin as many of them back as possible, which is not going as well as the previous battle. It'd be a huge mistake for me to land. Yeah, they are not even trying to fight the zombies this time. Okay, I keep forgetting, but I gotta go take him out. Alright, I'm gonna land on him. If some of them turn around to try to fight me, that's fine, because too many of them are heading towards here right now. Yeah, they're coming. So I need to stay here, take a little bit of damage, but we've got plenty of potential healing. A bit pincered, and yeah, dragons they can get pinned down fairly easily. Getting stun locked. He's not listening to my orders. I keep telling him to move. He's not doing it. Alright, well there's definitely more of them coming over here than I would like, but no, you know what I need to do? I need to hurry up and kill this guy here. Oh, for fuck's sake, they moved into the... Oh, god damn it. Shit, that's not good. I didn't want to spirit leech that. It's like, put their banner in front of the Lord so that I didn't click on him.
All life must end.
Still, we've kept a few of them back. And if we have a look here, that's not... See, they don't have leadership penalties. Not so much.
The gift of death.
But also, they're not doing very much damage to us. It's just really janky there. Killing the enemy lord will be very handy. And also, it's going to be very difficult for this one to use a fire breath attack. And yeah, they can't even get around that way, I don't think.
These lands are mine. Swift as death's wings. Hell!
Can get the mortis engine in there, that'd be good. This one be doing some healings and buffing them.
Suffer death. Rise. Preternatural.
Don't let this guy here get away. We do not want him leaving the battlefield. We want him to die.
Death's wings. Harvest them.
Okay, don't have time for that shit.
Preternatural.
Just get rid of him.
Mortal scum.
If they use the breath attack on us here, they're just gonna hit their own units. Good. I mean, they were never a concern. Alright, pop in over here, and let's pop down a Curse of Years. Hopefully with Mannfred's presence here, if we push everyone in now, hopefully we can actually start causing leadership penalties. This one here is not too bad. But yeah, it's probably, yeah, their flanks are secure. They've got too many of them. That's why we want to get them separated. This one here is about to rout. Get Mannfred in there.
Swift as death's wings. Preternatural.
More zombies. Anything that can get in amongst their unit and start attacking their flank is going to cause leadership penalties.
Thy serve me.
Let's use this as well.
I do
Might hit my own units, but that's acceptable. Come on, do it. Let's happy with that. Okay, one more. Because if we could just get some of these to start routing, it could start a bit of a chain reaction. Although as soon as one leaves the battlefield, it won't be providing leadership penalties on them anymore, but so close to breaking some of them. Look at this one here, 1 leadership. Good, that one's broken. It's not going to rally. Get out. There they go. They're leaving now. Good. Good, good, good. We're getting some of them out of here. With everyone... Look at this one here. Like, full health and low leadership. With each one of them that we get off the battlefield, it's going to lower the leadership of the rest of them in the area because they're going to start to suffer the faster, stronger enemy penalties. That's it. That's it. Another one gets the fuck out of here. Good. Focus a little bit on healing so that we're not in terrible shape for the next fight. Because, yeah, we're pretty much going to kill none of these. And in the next battle, I'm not going to be able to just kill the enemy lord.
Only in a knife will they
Hopefully one of them routes in that direction so I can run it down. But, you know, our army's in good shape. Really want to surround them as much as possible. Keep them bogged down, but also massively impact their leadership penalties. Okay, Mannfred's getting bullied, but I was willing to have him take a bunch of damage in this battle because we know that he's got that chalice, which gives him plenty of potential regen. Okay, that one there is shattered. It's good that it's actually staying on the battlefield because if we have a look here, this one, friends routing, -9. That's what we want to see. Kind of keep them pinned down and bogged down. That one's about to leave the battlefield, so I might as well use this now before we miss the opportunity entirely. This one's actually used up all of its healing. Move it back. And I think we've inflicted the armor losses. Hopefully one of them goes in this direction, but I'm not sure. We haven't killed any of their big monsters, but at least this one here is very badly damaged.
Mortis engine.
Tried it.
Almost
off the battlefield.
Mortis engine.
Try to dish out as much damage as possible so it's easier to kill them in the next battle. Okay, good. That one's going in that direction. I might actually get to kill them.
The dead are mine.
And there's only a handful of them that I need to restore. We're taking these ones here. We got plenty of time to get rid of that one. Mannfred, you're pushing them the wrong direction, dude. No, don't. Let them go that way. Let them... Pushing them out of the map. We don't want that. Try to cut them off from there if we can. And we're pushing that one off. Alright, I don't think I've got any more. Oh good, change directions. That's good. This one's nearly dead. Because yeah, if we kill enough of them, we might even be able to just auto-resolve the next fight.
Mortis engine.
Alright, looks like I might actually kill a couple of them. That's really good. But yeah, the plan worked out very nicely. There's one thing you can definitely do with late game vampire accounts is just have loads of lords with just one skill point put into the red line, and then the enemy are terrified as soon as you show up. It's just kind of busted that you can do that. Because you don't have to wait for a really good trait, which they do have access to, the Dread Incarnate. So you can even make it even stronger if you get access to a couple of lords with that. And any heroes that have it as well. And it's also, some of these effects, they're in the local province, not just in the local region. Squeaky chair, sorry. So you don't necessarily need to even share the same region with them. Another close victory, huh? Alright, once again, no casualties, because it wasn't much of a fight. It was tank their leadership and then they leave the battlefield. It's good that we managed to kill 4 of them. Look at these ones here, they're just no damage onto them. Well, relatively low damage onto them. But yeah, not wiped out yet. And it's fine. We could definitely bring this guy in by force march now. But
Thus was my plan.
I'm not sure if you want to force march this guy or what. I have no idea. I mean, that's as far as what he said he wanted them to do, so I just don't know.
Yes. What?
Maybe look at how he's been leveled up. Bring points into mentor. Yeah, I don't have any problem with... Oh, you only put 1 point into Wind of Death? And you don't have greater... What? Why? Why don't you have greater Arcane Conduit? My goodness, you're missing out on Spell Mastery. Jeez. That's definitely something that you should focus on. And as for Doom and Darkness, it's only really useful in this particular scenario. But yeah, let's go in there and finish them off. Probably still be an auto-resolve. Well, probably Pyrrhic Victory and auto-resolve. Oh my gosh, valiant defeat. Fair enough. But once again, focus on using the lead. It actually makes the auto-resolve worse, but their leadership is what we're trying to tank here. Just for that extra -5. Because you can see that when they're like teetering around, like -2, -3, that's where you kind of wish you had done a bit more with the leadership stuff. And at the end of the day, our guys being exhausted isn't really going to matter. We get all of our summons back, we'll wear them out. I don't anticipate this being more difficult than the previous battle. The map's not the same though, but that's fine. I don't think that's critical. Just... make sure that these ones are... the monsters are at the back.
I will. Swift as death's wings.
Okay, once again, just try to slow them down as much as we can. Not to make them tired.
Preternatural.
Good, that one wants to keep going while everyone else is maybe
Swift
sticking
as death's wings.
back a bit. Nope, they're just walking right through it. Still not sure if it's a good idea to land. Okay, landing on this one here, it's isolated. They might turn around to try to fight Mannfred, and that's okay if they do. Might even be worth it to Spirit Leech. Not that one, because it just regenerate it. Nothing to worry about that.
My cure is death.
And winning this one here should wipe out the entire faction, unless they've got another army somewhere else that I'm not aware of.
How
Them here.
right.
Well, we didn't delay all of them. Didn't delay that many of them, but still delayed a few of them. And there's not as many of them because we killed a few in the previous battle.
Life is a phase. Corpse cat. I obey.
Get the Mortis engine to fight the low tier stuff, which still provide the Mortis engine effect here, while not putting them in danger in melee.
Address me as master.
Okay, just leave them bogged down. I need to get over there because Mannfred's very helpful to
Swift
terrify
as
them.
death's wings.
just by being a stronger fighter than those guys. And because we're flying, we get that opportunity to jump on their ass.
Swift as death's wings.
Make sure we leave another one here to keep these busy. Good, their leadership's already looking pretty bad. Yeah, I'm prepared for lightning strike. That's good. That's what we want to see. Hit them in the weak spot. This one here is close to breaking. That one there just to distract Forest Goblin Spider Riders and whatever else is coming this way, because those zombies aren't going to last much longer. I've also actually used the breath attack. Again, might do some damage to our own units. I don't think he did it. I don't know what happened there. Fucking around. But good, with these Arachnorocks already starting to break, they come back over here, it's just going to repeat. What we don't want is those breath attacks being cast on us, because that'll do a lot of damage. Managed to avoid that happening in the previous battle, but the terrain was a lot more favourable for us. So I need to make sure I keep sending in zombies out that way to keep absorbing those attacks.
Still my beating heart. All will wither.
Good, that's leaving.
Mortals quail. Suffer death.
I'm actually completely unsure if that breath attack went off either. Lord fled recently. Oh. Well, that still applies it. Right. I just didn't know which their lord was. It wasn't a proper lord. It was just whichever unit was at the front of their list. But yeah, we've shattered that one already, so that's good. Don't need to wipe them out this time because this will be the second battle that they lose. They'll get wiped out. Took that out. It's just a matter of loot money, which, you know, that's good. So it's good to get more loot money. This is also why Mannfred isn't gaining a hell of a lot of experience from these fights, because we're not killing enough to gain any experience. But I think the guy that sent this in would much rather me get rid of this and keep his army completely at full strength and be like, well, I got Mannfred to level up, but your army's destroyed. Because like he's already pretty high level, and while there are still some pretty important things to get, you'll get those levels up.
My dominion over all.
Did we get it? Or did it leave? I think it left. Good, there we go. And our army's still in good shape. Really, Mannfred's the only one that's got any serious capabilities of killing an Arachnophobia spider or a Hydra. Everyone else just dishes out too little damage. If we can get in front of it to get it to turn around, that'd be great. Because, yeah, okay, it's not gonna work. Alright, a little bit more healing would be good. Although, I don't think you've got any more battles to do this turn, so you'll get that replenishment over the end turn, no problem. But, I think that sorts out your rogue army problem. Yeah, in any engagement, you just need to assess what the weak point of the enemy is and whether or not you're able to hit them in that weak point. Their weakness was low leadership. We had leadership debuffing abilities, not as many as we could have had without Doom and Darkness. But we had a fair few tools up our sleeve to make them scared. And it worked. It actually worked out fantastically well. I mean, we took a grand total of 13 casualties across all 3 battles. And the only reason we took casualties in this battle is because we couldn't be fucking bothered healing in this one, because we just don't need to. And in fact, there you go. You get the healing back if I do that, which makes more sense to get the money. And that should be the... Oh, wait. I see they've got more armies over here. Well, yeah, I guess they did get quite strong. I can't do anything about that. I can't get there. But, hey, they'll probably not attack you for like another 2 turns. Floating village. They never... I don't think they ever occupy... Settle... Oh, hang on. Hang on a second. We can recruit a lord here and attack them. And utilize the garrison. Okay, let me see. We're not done yet. The best one to use, I think, would be a Strigoi. Because at low level, Strigois are quite good. Because of their innate regen and armor piercing. Melee attack. I should be able to attack that there. Problem here, though. Arachnophobia spiders. So... definitely put 1 point into that. Although, leadership debuffing on this one, I don't know. Alright, we got... there's 11 units in there, and they've got 10, so we've got 12 units in total. This doesn't lower the Winds of Magic cost, so let's focus on making you stronger. Need them to really hit hard. Alright, let's just see what the odds are at the moment. Oof, decisive defeat. Okay, just back off. Because we've got plenty of Raise the Dead that we can do. Need you large, please. Yep. Corpse cart would be nice. We don't have it. Take that to begin with. It would be good if we could just auto-resolve get rid of this. Because if I fight it manually, we're not going to have enough movement to catch him. Hang on a second. This guy here... Oh, damn it. If only I could get him over here, his leadership debuff would come into effect. Are there any heroes that can be recruited in this province? Well, yeah, you don't have any Dread Incarnate available anyway. What's this guy? No, he's cunning. What's this guy? Disciplined. Let me just check some of the other lords. See what's available. This guy doesn't even have a trait. So looking at their leadership, 61, it's a bit higher than the other one, so we should be able to route it without too much difficulty, although that one there's a spellcaster, and I'm not going to be able to Spirit Leech with him. Might be difficult to get at him. Alright, let's see what more we could raise the dead, what's going to be useful. Poison attacks would be handy with this. Yeah, just need more stuff to bog them down. Yep. Just get all this shit. Probably not going to be able to auto-resolve this. Yeah, I didn't think so. But the big question here is, can we win? I think so. We outnumber them by a large amount. I think so. Alright, let's do this. Don't have a huge amount of Winter Magic. The biggest problem is going to be the War Hydra, I think. If we can get the Forest Goblin Spider Riders to come at us early while we distract these guys here with the faster units, which I should have actually hired more of them in hindsight, that could be good. Yeah, because if we get rid of these, when they do come in against us, then we have so many units here, hopefully we'll just terrify them. As for this guy, at least they don't have low... They've got low Winds of Magic, so that'll be useful for us. Alright, let's jump in and see what we can do here. The problem is, though, we might beat them, but we're not going to wipe them out. But the thing is, this army is recruiting. It's guaranteed it's recruiting. So if we beat it, it'll stop it from recruiting, and then you just get it next turn. And as if they weren't going to attack the garrison over the end turn here. As if. Alright, need to... What? Why does the garrison need to come in? They shouldn't be coming out with us. I guess we weren't under siege, were we? Alright. That's another thing, is that they don't want to come at us. I should have given him some equipment now that I think about it. It's too late now. No, they're coming. That's fine. Wait, are they or are they not? What's going on? Okay, so the fast units around this way. Alright, get around over to here. Alright, I'm going to send him up against this, because he's pretty quick. I don't really want him wasting all of his effort fighting this shit. Alright, I might start bringing them up, because I don't really have any way to get them to come at us. We've got no magic damage ability, and no missile units. So I may have to actually attack. But yeah, if I can get the attention of... Hang on, they've changed their mind. I changed my mind. Go back. They're coming at us now. Alright, yeah, you just keep them busy there. That's actually working out pretty well. As long as none of these single entities come at us. Like I said, if we could just get a handful of them to go over there, we will probably scare them away. Probably. They're keeping an eye on us over here. I do need to kill him, though. There's no way I'm going to get him out while we're fighting this. So, okay, since this is just garrison, I need to charge in over here at these Forest Goblin Spider Riders. Actually, if I can just draw you away. Come in here and help him out, because I got to get at this one as quickly as possible. Because I've got to free him to go kill this, and then as soon as he's dead, he's got to go hit them in the ass. That's it, draw that one away. These ones, that's good that they're miscasting. Fucking morons. Bounce power is in their favour, it's playing their music. Okay, guess we're not running all the way back. But... okay. Let's bring them in. And try to surround these three that are here. Obviously that's not a hell of a lot. Okay, that's it. Move over that way. Okay, let's see if I can get you out of these shit here while the... Actually, I will heal you because I need you to keep fighting there. Nah, I can't get him out. He's just stuck. Yeah, it's a lot of damage, but it's against trash, so whatever. A bit painful. Oh, for fuck's sake. The guy, the garrison commander fucking died, so our leadership's a problem now. Fuck, that's a stupid mechanic that they added into the game. Some nobody dies, and it's just as bad as if Mannfred died. Okay, the bats are gone. And yeah, we're going to be suffering some crumbling problems. And because that my god, of all, there's so many of them, and they targeted that one. Is what it is. I got to get in here and kill them. Kill him as quickly as we can. Yeah, look, our leadership's holding, because our flanks are secure, and there's just 3 single entities here. And they can't cause fear effects on us. I can't get out of that. I just gotta keep getting rid of these. Pull out. I would like to charge in one more time if possible. I don't think we're gonna get that chance. Okay, it is actually playing our music. I think you're getting out of there now. Oh, but then they closed it in on him. But... oh no, that's just a bunch of trash. Okay, hopefully I can get out there. Good, we got out. Try to kill him. Good, got a hit. Hopefully this one here doesn't try to fight us. A bit more. It would be good if he would come over here to provide them extra leadership. But if I can kill their lord, it'll make all the difference.
The dead rise. Night falls.
Come on, attack him. He's just like right next to you. This is actually going pretty well here, I think. Like, yeah, they're getting loads of kills, but on zombies and skeletons, there's nothing of high value here except for the grave guard, and they're actually fine. I do not want to fight the Arachnophobia. Let's get out of here. Because, yeah, it's high damage output. Oh, God. I'm stuck on the ground. Maybe I have no choice. I have to fight it. Like, I have no way of getting at him. And his speed... Okay, well, let's move him in that direction. Might rally. Might even be in our best interest if this guy here doesn't die. That way in the next battle, he'll still be around and be just really badly damaged. Yeah, let's bring this one back over here. Because the best way for us to be fighting... Oh god, he's used up almost all his regen. Is if we're fighting amongst our infantry now. At least we kept all of them busy, which has allowed us to deal with this, I think, to an okay degree. Problem with this kind of battle is that you don't have a whole lot of tools to work with. I do think we're winning. He's playing our music. It's just... You can't do a lot, that's all. Can't pull off amazing maneuvers. Best I can go for is to maybe rout them after they smash us a fair bit. It'd be the best thing for us if we can manage to kill the War Hydra though, because it's getting regen. And so if you have to fight it again next turn, then obviously it'll get some more regen. Well, at least these ones here won't. Come on, get over here. Best thing as well would be to tag this lord out for someone else after this battle. I mean, he gets regen, but he gets him at full strength. You got another Strigoi in there. Keep him busy. I need this guy to get in there. Try to kill the Hydra. Don't worry about the Arachnophobia, they're not that big of a deal. And their lord, yeah, he's still going to leave the battlefield, so they're going to suffer that leadership penalty real soon. Come on, get over here for fuck's sake. No, didn't get here fast enough. Alright, might as well do some healing while I'm here. That one's definitely going to leave. Hang on, if it doesn't leave the battlefield, it's going to use a breath attack, so... Best let it leave now. Come on, man. No. Just kill this one then. Now that there's a bunch of infantry around, it should be a lot easier. Okay, good. Yeah, because they've got to get a certain distance away from your units in order to rally. That's why I sent someone after it. Even though they had no chance of catching it, it's just to keep them routing just that little bit longer. Because if they'd got to here, rally, turn around, use a breath attack, oh, that would have sucked. I'm actually totally fine with this one coming back. They just need us to get more opportunities to kill them. You know, for a level 6 Lord, he did alright. I think we're getting close to army loss in them. And, you know, our forces are still in good shape. Would be really good if we could wipe out even one of them. Because he's the only one that's going to be able to do any serious damage to them. Keep throwing us aside like this. They're pinning him down with freaking garbage. That's what I need to be doing, pinning them down with garbage. So you can come in here and hit its ass. Good. Alright, there's the army losses. I don't think we're going to kill any of them. But at least it stopped... Oh, hang on. It's not... No, there it is. At least it's going to stop them from recruiting, you know, another 5 friggin' Arachnarok spiders. And they may even take attrition because they'll be in vampire territory. Yeah, we got nothing to attack them with. But what we could do is try to heal a little bit. Let's focus on the Grave Guard since that's the highest value unit. And just recover as many entities as we possibly can. I mean, we didn't have a lot of magic. It's not a good spellcaster. We'll make do with what we got. I definitely should have given him some equipment. It's silly of me to forget that. But at the end of the day, it was an auto-resolve defeat, but we beat him. I'm only going to get a little bit out of this. But every little bit counts. So that when they come back here next turn... See, we get to recover a little bit. The only way that they're... okay, there we go. The only way they get any recovery is through their Hydra, which it left the battlefield at half health, which means in the next battle it has to use up basically 2/3 of its potential healing just getting back up to full health. And this guy not being dead is probably for the best. That way he comes on and miscasts once and dies. But yeah, it was way more difficult doing the leadership debuffs on them this time. So the bat came back. I'll take the replenishment because we don't know how dangerous they're going to be next turn. Yeah, no movement here, so can't get at them. And, I mean, this is one thing they could do. They could just go into encamp stance, and they'll actually still get replenishment because it happens at the beginning of your turn. Not the wait, does it? Or is it the beginning of their turn? I think all replenishment happens at the beginning of your turn. I'm pretty sure he's still got a lot of other things to do, so I don't want to hit end turn and just... Actually, since he doesn't have... where is it? Yeah, it's not in Iron Man mode. I'll just hit quick save there. This is what I'll send back to him, and we'll just hit the end turn and just see what happens with this one. I reckon they'll go somewhere and encamp, but again, at least we stopped them from recruiting any more units, and this army here, it'll fully replenish if they don't attack us. This level up... I don't know. Just leave it empty and we'll see what we need to do next turn. Yeah, don't worry about that. Just basically making sure this one doesn't attack. I'm pretty sure it won't. Because if it did attack, it's attacking a settlement, so we get an auto-resolve boost. It lost more than half of its balance of power, and we didn't lose half of ours. Guaranteed they're going to take an auto-resolve loss on that. And they can't just instantly hire stuff. At least I don't think they can. They don't get access to regiments of renown. They'll go into encamp stance and try to start recruiting something. Oh my god! Shit! I had no idea about this. So they're going to use the underway stance, and maybe you'll intercept them, maybe not. If you fought that manually, you'd definitely win. Definitely. This guy's so close to death. But yeah, he jumped over to here, and we've got him here with Mannfred. And Mannfred still had a bit more movement left to use over. So, when I send the save file back, I'll send the one that was right before the end turn. So, I had no idea the rogue army had that many armies out this way. I'm not used to seeing them with that many. Maybe 2 or 3 armies, sure, but not 5. That's kind of ridiculous. Anyway, guys, that's the end of this one. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. Later, guys.